Hello kids, I'm Priyanka and I'm back again for a new chapter, Water, the Elixir of Life. Take the correct alternative. What according to the author is a divine Amrita? Water, snow, none of these. Ice. Option number A, water. Much of Indian agriculture depends upon seasonal rainfall, modern technique, river or canals. Option A, seasonal rainfall. The most advantageous result of availability of electric power is that it allows villages and small towns to be lighted up. It helps a small farmer to increase the production. It helps the underground water to be tapped to a greater extent than present. None of these. Option number C. It helps underground water to be tapped to a great extent than present. Answer the question in 30 to 40 words. What, according to the writer, is the real elixir of life? Elixir is an imaginary drink supposed to confer immortality on man, but according to author, water is a real auxiliary elixir of life due to its miraculous properties. We cannot imagine life without water. एलिक्सर क्या होता है? एक इमेजिनरी ड्रिंक है जिसमें हम सपोज करते हैं कि उसमें इमॉर्टिलिटी होता है लोगों के लिए, लेकिन ऑथर के अकॉर्डिंग वाटर एक रियल एलिक्सर है लाइफ का, क्योंकि उसमें बहुत सारे प्रॉपर्टीज़ होते हैं और बिना पानी के लाइफ इम्पॉसिबल है. What does C.V. Raman say about the rain-fed tank? About the rain-fed tanks, C.V. Raman says that they are common in South India and are cheering sight when they are full. वो बहुत कॉमन है साउथ इंडिया में और चीयरिंग साइट है जब वो फुल हो जाते हैं. दीज टैंक्स प्ले अ वाइटल रोल इन साउथ इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर. और ये टैंक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करते हैं साउथ इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर में. इन मसूरी मच ऑफ द राइस इज ग्रोन एज अंडर देम. मसूरी में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा राइस इनके अंडर ग्रो होता है. How does the water in rain-fed tank get its color? Water has a power to carry silt in suspension, due to which the water is rain-fed tanks get its color. What does the writer means by civilized forest? Mentioning it to advantage of civilized forest. By civilized forest, the writer means man-made forest. Civilized forest का मतलब क्या है? Man-made forest या फिर जंगल. Forest planted and controlled by man. In other words, systematic planting of suitable trees. One advantage is that they would check soil erosion. ये क्या करते हैं? Soil erosion check करते हैं. How will planting be suitable trees help in providing a source of wealth to our country? Planting of substitute tree will turn vast area of land into fertile one, which will help in providing a source of wealth to the country. मतलब कि जितना ज़्यादा हम ट्री प्लांट करेंगे उतना ज़्यादा सॉइल फर्टाइल रहेगा और ये हमें वेल्थ प्रोवाइड करेगा हमारी कंट्री को. आंसर इन 60 to 80 words. What are the main causes of soil erosion? Soil erosion के main causes क्या है? Main causes of soil erosion are suddenly bursts of excessive heavy rain. जब बहुत तेज़ बारिश होती है, the slope of land, removal of natural productivity, cost of vegetation, the existence of ruts along with water can flow rapidly. तो क्या होता है जब बहुत तेज़ बारिश होती है और जो स्लोपी लैंड रहता है उनसे जो नेचुरल प्रोटेक्टिव कोट है वेजिटेशन का वो वहाँ से फ्लो होके रैपिडली फ्लो होके आगे चला जाता है. Preventive measures are terracing of land, construction of buds to check the flow of water, contour cultivation and planting of appropriate trees. इनसे हम क्या कर सकते हैं? प्रिवेंट मतलब सॉइल इरोजन को रोक सकते हैं. How does C.V. Raman prove that water is the elixir of life? To prove that water is the elixir of life, C.V. Raman give an example of two important geographical regions side by side in North Africa and contain the Libyan Desert and the Valley of Nile in Egypt. One of the sides, the sea is billowing sand without a sign of green or a single living thing. Another side, there is one most fertile area of earth teeming with wildlife vegetation. मतलब एक साइड क्या है? एक साइड सिर्फ और सिर्फ सैंड है जहाँ पे कोई लिविंग बीइंग एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता है और दूसरे साइड बहुत ज़्यादा फर्टाइल एरिया है जहाँ पे वेजिटेशन ग्रो करता है. दिस वंडरफुल डिफरेंस इज ड्यू टू वाटर. और ये अच्छा सा डिफरेंस इसलिए क्योंकि वहाँ पे वाटर है. वाटर के कारण ये डिफरेंसेस है. Why does the writer say that the study of nature and properties of water still have plenty of scope for scientific research? Water is a real elixir of life. Water एक real elixir है life का. It has played a very significant role in shaping the course of अर्थ हिस्ट्री, ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा सिग्निफिकेंट रोल प्ले करता है अर्थ हिस्ट्री में. इट इज़ द कॉमनेस्ट ऑफ ऑल लिक्विड्स एंड येस्ट मोस्ट अनकॉमन बाई वर्च्यू. ये बहुत ज़्यादा कॉमनेस्ट है सारे लिक्विड्स में और मोस्ट अनकॉमन है बाई वर्च्यू ऑफ इट्स amazing property which is responsible for unique power to maintain life on earth. Therefore, the writer says that scientific research must address these property of water more and more. State whether true or false. Tanks play a vital role in South Indian agriculture. True. Soil erosion is most dangerous for agriculture. False. Water is basic of all life. True. The systematic planning of suitable trees is very possible place is one of the most urgent need of India. True. Now, okay, match the following. Elixir of life means Amrita. Rain-fed tanks, South India. Egypt, Nile Valley. Seasonal rainfall, chief sources of water. Rain, necessity for Indian agriculture. Suitable trees, source for wealth. Soil erosion, danger to agriculture. Next is, okay. It is being said that if the Third World War is brought amongst the nation, the root cause will be water, potable water. It is thus obvious that scarcity of water shall be one of the major reasons to drag the mankind into oblivion. Importance of water. Importance of water can be described by the fact that no life is possible without water on earth. Water play the most important role in agriculture. Lifestyle of people also affect the use of water within the homes in different countries. It is only important for human being but also important for balance the entire ecosystem in presence of atmosphere absorbs the sun heat. Water is used in huge amount in the industries like steel, chemical, fertilizers, textiles, cements, electricity, paper, mining, food, etc. for cooling, generation of power, cleaning purposes, fine protection, air conditioning, etc. Thermal power plant also require a large volume of water. Waterways are important medium of transportation. Transport by waterways is cheap as compared by roads and railway. Wildlife and recreation facilities play an important role in the national life, and enough water supply is need for them. Short answers. In what sense was Egypt made by Nile River? The water of the Nile River had brought fine silt from highlands. The river itself created the valleys. River ने खुद से valley create किया. It gives it its life-giving water created its ancient civilization and sustained by it. Hence, the Nile River is the life of Egypt. What happens when silt-laden water get mixed with salt water in the sea? When the silt-laden water of the river mixes with salt water of the sea, a rapid precipitation of suspended matter takes place, and the land formed by silt are usually very fertile. What are the measures suggested to check soil erosion? The measures suggested to check soil erosion are terracing of land, construction of the bund to check the flow of water, the practice of contour civilization, and the plantation of appropriate vegetation. What is the basic of life? How? All animals, human beings, and plant contain a sustainable proportion of water in some or the other form. No psychological and agriculture activity is possible without water. Hence, water is a basic of life. Why is the collection and utilization of rainwater virtually important? Much of rainwater flow down into the stream and river and finally into the sea. Thus, the large amount of precious fluid is lost to the country. Therefore, its collection and utilization is very vitally important. The true elixir of life lies near one hands. What does Raman mean by these words? Elixir is supposed to confer immortality on man. So man has been searching for its ages, but in vain. According to Raman, the true elixir of life lies near our hand in the form of water. Water plays such an important role in planet that life cannot be imagined without water. It has amazing power. It has shaped the course of earth history. In what ways can conservation of water benefit India? No agriculture and psychological activity is possible without water. Agriculture in India depends on seasonal rainfall. Often the rain is inadequate or irregular, so agriculture suffers badly. If water is conserved, it will prove very valuable for irrigation and power production. Vast area of scrubland can be turned into fertile lands with proper use of water. Hence, conservation will greatly benefit India. What is the commonest and the most uncommon of all liquid discussed? Water is the commonest of all liquid. It is also the most uncommon of all liquids due to its life-giving amazing properties. To give this fact, C.V. Raman gives an example of two important geographical regions side by side. In the North Africa continent, the Libyan desert where no life is seen, and the Valley of Nile, which is full of life. This wonderful difference is just because of water. Read the passage and answer. Passage number 1. Humankind has always searched in vain for an imaginary elixir of life, the divine Amrita, a draught of which was thought to confer immortality, but the elixir of life lies in our hand, for its commonest of all liquid plain water. Question number 1. Why has humankind always searched for imaginary elixir of life? The humankind has always searched for an imaginary elixir of life because it was thought to confer immortality. What is the elixir of life? Plain water, the commonest of all liquid, is elixir of life. What is the Where was the writer standing? Writer कहाँ खड़ा था? The writer was standing on the line which separates the Libyan desert from the valley of Nile in Egypt. Number 4. How was the Libyan desert? Libyan desert कैसा था? The Libyan desert was an ocean of sand where there was no sign of life. जहाँ पे कोई sign नहीं है life का. How was the valley of Nile? The valley of Nile was one of the most fertile area on the earth, teeming with life and vegetation. Number 6. What are the reasons of this wonderful difference? क्या reason है wonderful difference का? The reason of this wonderful difference was life-giving water to the Nile. How was Nile Valley created? Nile Valley कैसे create हुआ था? Nile Valley was created by Nile fertile river. Nile river itself. What is the elixir of life? क्या है elixir of life? Water is the elixir of life because no psychological activities is possible without water. Find out from passage the word which is opposite to rarest. Commonest. Find from the passage one word producing abdomen vegetation, that is fertile. Passage 2. Soil erosion is dangerous to agriculture. The terracing of land, construction of bunds to check the flow of water, practice of contour civilization, and the planting of appropriate types of vegetation are the measures that can be used to check soil erosions. What is dangerous for agriculture? Soil erosion is dangerous for agriculture. What are the measures to check soil erosion? Terracing of land, construction of bunds, contour cultivations, and planting of appropriate vegetations are the measures to check soil erosion. Why is the water the basic of our life? Water is the basic for life because no psychological activities is possible without water. What is a fundamental for a human life? Human life का क्या fundamental है? Conservation and utilization of water is fundamental for human welfare. What is the ultimate source of water? क्या है ultimate source of water? Rain is ultimate source of water. Why is rain important for agriculture? Rain is important for Indian agriculture because much of Indian agriculture depends on seasonal rainfall. Why is moisture in soil essential? Moisture in soil is essential for the life and growth of plant and trees. What would help the conservation of forest? Technique preventing soil erosion would also help the conservation of water. Find out from the passage the word which is meaning of destruction. matlab construction. Next is make the comparative degree of adjective to the following word dangerous and much. Dangerous का होगा more dangerous और much का more. Passage 3. Collection and utilization of rainwater is therefore of vital importance. Much of it flows down into the stream and rivers and ultimately find its ways to the sea. Incredibly large quantity of precious fluids are thus lost to the country. Why is the collection and utilization of rainwater very important? Collection and utilization of water is very important because a large amount of precious fluid is lost to the country. What is a great national problem? The harnessing of a river, the water of which mostly run to waste, is a great national problem. What could be the impact of well-planned action? Vast area of land could be turned into fertile by well-planned action. What is one of the most urgent need of India? Vast area of land could be turned into fertile by what? The systematic planting of suitable trees is in every possible place is one of the most urgent need of India. What would be the result of systematic planting of suitable trees? The systematic planting of suitable trees would prove a source of untold wealth to the country. Number 6. How is the prevention of soil erosion and conservation of rainfall possible? Preservation of soil erosion and conservation of rainfall is possible by systematic plantation. What makes water the most uncommon of all liquid? Amazing properties of water making it most uncommon of all liquid. Number 8. What is the unique power of water? Maintaining animals and plant life is a unique power of water. Find the word from the passage which is opposite to ordinary. Ordinary का opposite है amazing. And next is you must use and model in your sentence. That is they are in new dress. They must be going to a party. Thank you.